Okay, you guys, we are going to go over the review problems from Chapter 6 and Chapter 7 for our first unit exam. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first question says that the number of heartbeats, and it gives us a formula. So the number of heartbeats is equal to 9/10 times 220 minus A, where H is the number of heartbeats and A is someone's age, and this happens when they're jogging. So give the heartbeats per minute for a person who is jogging, and then there's an A, B, and C. So it starts off for a person who's jogging and is 20 years old, so A stands for age. So for question A, we will put 20 in for A. So H equals 9/10. And since A is 20, this just becomes 200. So when we multiply that out, 10 can go into 220 times, and then 20 times 9 would be 180, I think. So if you're 20 years old, your heartbeats per minute should be 180. 20 years old. Okay, and then the next number is 30 years old. So if I put 30 in for A, I get 9/10 equals, and then this is going to be, times, this time 220 minus 30 is going to be 190. All right, let's see if I can do this mental math. Yeah, so that'll be 19 times 9, which actually I'm going to get out a calculator so I don't mess this up for you guys. And in the calculator, you can also just put, 0.9 times 190. So that's 171 for 30. And the last one is for 52. So that's going to be, this time it's going to be 9/10, and 220 minus 52 is going to be 168. Then when I multiply that together, I get 151.2. So the older you get, the lower your heartbeat should be while you're jogging. I guess that is why, so for a 52-year-old, I guess that is why old people have heart attacks, right? They don't want you to have a heart attack. All right, next question. You go into the lemonade stand business. The formula it gives us for this is P, I bet P is for profit since we're talking about a business, is equal to 0.75x minus 5.45. So if P is profit, my first guess is this is going to be how much it costs, like your startup costs, and they're charging like 75 cents per cup of lemonade. Nice. I didn't even read that, and I figured it out based on the problem. So P is profit, X is cups of lemonade. So how much profit would you make if you sold 20 cups of lemonade, if you sold 39 cups of lemonade, and if you sold 5 cups of lemonade? So what is your profit if you sold 20 cups? And we'll put it in function format so we can practice that. Is equal to 0.75 times 20 minus 5.45, and you can just put that into your calculator. And your profit should be what? $9.55. Okay. And then we have P of 39 cups So 0.75 times 39 minus 5.45 equals 23.8. So $23.80. And then what if you only sold 5? Before I do this, I'm going to make a guess that you're actually not going to make money. You might be losing money, but let's check what that is. Yep, and you are actually, so you are, the answer is negative 1.7, which means you are losing $1.70. So sell more than that. All right, number 3 is using proportions. And we have, let's see, you have $85 and want to know how many Cordobas you can buy. I don't know what a Cordoba is, but you want them and you have $85 that you can spend on them. Your friend just got 1,265 Cordobas for $50, so you can get 1,265 Cordobas for $50. How many Cordobas can you get for that $85? So the important thing here, when we're talking about proportions, you're going to write it as a proportion. So there's 2 ways you can do this. I'll do it as a proportion first. You have $85, so that needs to go, that's the other number you have, and that needs to go on the denominator, because when you set up a proportion, the same unit needs to be on the denominator and the same unit needs to be on the numerator. So we have $50 on the denominator here, so we're going to put our $85 on the denominator here. The question we have is how many Cordobas can you get? So that's going to be our variable. Then you can just cross multiply, so 50 times x is going to be 50x is equal to 85 times 1265. That is 107,525. And then we're going to divide both sides by 50. Sorry, my pen is being weird. 50. And divide this by 50 also. So x is equal to 2150.5. Okay, so you can get, with $85, you can get 2,150 Cordobas, and if it's a Cordoba is something you can split in half, you can also get an additional half. The second way you could have done this is to take this first fraction and turn it into a unit rate. So if I took 1265 and just divided it by 50, you get 25.3, and that's a unit rate. So that means that you can buy 25.3 Cordobas for every dollar. Then you can take that number and multiply it by 85, because that's the number of dollars that you have. If you did that, you should get the same answer, and you do, which is 2150.5. No worries. Okay, so you weigh 195 pounds on Earth. A person who weighs 230 pounds, lbs. This guy's swole. 230 pounds on Earth, weighs 56 pounds on Mars. So let's say E, I'll be E for Earth. And they only weigh 56 pounds on Mars. Wow, I need to move to Mars. I'll be M for Mars is equal to, and you weigh 195 pounds on Earth. So Earth goes on the numerator. So 195 pounds on Earth over how much would you weigh on Mars? Cool. So 195 times 56 is equal to 230 times x. To get x by itself, you divide both sides by 230. And if you put all of this in the calculator, try to get this done before I can do it, you get 195 times 56, enter. Whoops, 195 times 56, enter, divided by 230, 47.48. I rounded up, 47.48 pounds on Earth. All right, what's next? In a particular lake, you tagged 80 bass. So in the entire lake, 80 bass were tagged. Okay. Last week, you sampled 240 fish, and I'm putting tagged on top. 45 were tagged. So now, both of my numerators are tagged fish. We tagged a total of 80, and the second time we found 45 were tagged. So approximately how many bass are in the lake? That's going to be our x. So if we cross multiply, we're going to get 80 times 240 is equal to 45 times x. To isolate x, we need to divide both sides by 45. So x is equal to, and in the calculator, 8 times 240 divided by 45, approximately 42.7, right? 42.7. And you guys know that's the approximate sign as we make it a wavy equal sign. All right, write a linear equation to solve the following problems and then solve the problems. You decide to start a savings account. So I saw linear, so right away it's going to be y equals mx plus b. I know that, where m is my slope or my rate of change. B is my starting value. So let's just see if I can put these in here. You decide to start a savings plan to buy a bike. You save the 200 you have now. So 200 is going to be my starting value because I already have that. And you save $12 per day. That per word tells me that that's going to be my slope. It's positive. That's how much we're saving. So how many days will it take for you to save up to buy the bike? How much does the bike cost? $740. So I want my answer to be $740. So 12x plus 200. So subtract 200 from both sides. I now have 540 is 12x. Then divide both sides by 12. And I get 540 divided by 12. 45. What does x stand for? X is the number of days. Y is the amount, the dollars saved. So x, it takes 45 days to save up. It will take me 45 days to save up to buy a bicycle. So a little bit over a month and a half actually. Not too bad. How much will you have saved after 3 weeks? Well, so this time instead of putting in y, we're just going to put 3 in for x because x is the number of days. Oops, not 3. Why? Why not 3? Because 3 is the number of weeks. How many days is that? 21 days, right? Am I reading that correctly? Yeah, 21 days plus 200. All right, so 12 times 21 plus 200, $452. So after 3 weeks, you will have saved up $452. Cool, 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 cool. Next, question 7. You decide to sell all of your Ninja Turtle figurines. You have 300 figurines and you sell 15 a month. So my slope is going to be, if I'm selling them, I'm getting rid of them, I'm having less each time. So it's going to be negative 15 turtles per month I'm getting rid of. And I have 300, oops, I have my starting value is I'm starting with 330 that I need to give away. So y equals negative 15x plus 330. Now, what are my x? My x and my y my X value is the number of turtles that I have. And my X value is the number of, are they using days? Oh, a month, the number of months. All right, so question A, how many months will it take until you have sold all of your Ninja Turtles? So we want to know months. So we're trying to find X, and we need my turtles to be 0. My total turtles to be 0. My total turtles to be 0. So we're solving for X. So if I subtract 330 from each side, that's going to give me negative 330 equals negative 15x. Divide both sides by negative 15, and I have x is equal to positive 22. So it will take me 22 months in order to get rid of all of my turtle figurines. The second question is, how many Ninja Turtles will you have left after 1 year? 1 year is 12 months. So this time, I'm trying to solve for x times 12 plus 330. Negative 15 times a positive 12 is going to give me a negative number, right? It's going to give me negative 180, which means in 12 months I will have sold 180. And if I take that away from 330, I'm going to have 150 left. After 12 months, I'll still have 150 figurines left. All right, and item number 8, an item is on sale for $67.82. And the sale was 15% reduction. What was the original price? Oh, okay, so what has happened is I had an original price, and then that's an O. Maybe I don't like that. I'll call it P for my original price. And then I took away something. I took away 15%. But I took away 15%, and I have to write it as a decimal. I took away 15% of the original price. So you still have to multiply it times that original price. My new answer, or my new amount of money, was 67.82. Okay, so this is going to be 0.85. 85% of the original price is going to be 67.82. So if I divide both sides by 0.85, we find out, and I'm doing this in the calculator while I'm talking, that the original price, double check my math, because trying to make a video and do all of these other things, sometimes I'm going to make a mistake. That the original price was approximately $79.80. I'm rounding up there. Okay, where we at? You bought an item at the store for $82.35, including tax. The tax rate is 7%. What was the price before tax? So, the original price plus 0.07 of the original price is equal to how much you paid, which is $82.35. So this is going to be 1.07p equals 82.35. Divide both sides by 1.07, and we get $76.96 approximately before tax. Okay. All right. I will do 9, 10, and 11. Oh no, maybe I have time. I'm sorry, 10. Mike and Alex each have a savings account. So let's say M is the money in Mike's account. And A is the money in Alex's account. I want to go faster. And it says together they have $1,200. So if we add up the money in their accounts, we have $1,200. And then it says that Mike has $300 less than 4 times what Alex has. So Mike has 4 times what Alex has minus $300. Okay, so then I'm going to combine them. I'm going to substitute in. I'm going to say instead of writing M, I'm going to put 4A minus 300. But then I'm going to add in the amount that Alex has. And we should get 1,200. So combine your like terms. And that's going to be 1,500 on the other side. Divide both sides by 3. And you get Alex has $500. And if Alex has $500, then 1,200, and they have 1,200 together, then Mike is going to have $700. You guys can come in, just be quiet because I'm making a video. And I think you guys are 3 minutes early. Yes. What time does class start? 1:25? Okay, let's get through this quick. Robert and Andrew each have a savings account. Robert has 24 more than twice Andrew. So Robert has 24 more than twice Andrew. Together they have $102. So Robert plus Andrew equals $102. So 24 plus 3A is 102. You guys can do the rest of this, and I'm in a hurry. You are a frequent customer of Chap. You can purchase a monthly regular discount card for $27. So each sub costs $4.25. So that's a linear equation. So 4.25x plus $27 for the card. Hold on. So it says normally a sub costs $6.50. So how many subs would you need to buy so the discount card is worth it? So this is with the card. Otherwise, it's going to be 6.5x, no amount. So we want to know where they are the same. So I'm going to subtract 4.25 from each side. Will you guys press that button to close both doors really quick? So 2.25x is equal to 27. So if we divide 27 by 2.25, we get x is equal to 12. So you must buy 12 subs, or more than 12 subs. If you buy 12 subs, it's the same amount. If you buy more than 12 subs, you are getting a discount with the card.